So you'll see that on every one of our cans you can instantly get an idea of what it's going to taste like. Here we have the Gruner, which is full of green apple, red apple, a little bit of pepper. It's got a slight floral hue as well and a little bit of herbaceous green character that keeps it zippy and fresh. Now this design was based off my tasting notes and is made by Tully, the MW who lives in Bath and is one of the wine trade's only MW designers. As you can see on our number one Gruner, our vibrant and zesty can, you've got lots of flashes of green from the herbaceous green apple zesty notes, a little bit of this red apple juiciness as well, dots of pepper throughout the can design. We've got Gruner in the middle because grape variety is still the most compelling thing, but you get an idea of what that grape might taste like just by looking at it. But it was modelled on another master wine's beautiful tasting notes which she paints. Now this master wine is called Sarah Heller. She works in Asia, and every note, she doesn't write it, but she paints these beautiful pieces of artwork that give you a good note of the texture and taste of every wine. And we try to recreate that in our cans to show you just how good these wines can be. That brings us on to number two, which is our ripe and velvety Viognier. And as you can see, there's flashes of more colour here, more kind of red, orange, a little bit of purple to accentuate that tropical fruit, that rich, more rounded character, that very soft texture. This is a great food wine just because it's a little bit bigger. Very soft style if you want something with a little less acidity, but hopefully that comes across in the design as well. The rosé, our number three. Now this was more difficult because rosé does sell on its colour. We wanted to find a rosé that was slightly different from the summer berries and citrus pink wines that you get from Provence, but echoed some of that character. And you'll see there's a slight orange hue, a little bit of grapefruit. That's because you've got more bitter sweetness in here, more Mediterranean, southern France kind of feeling to the wine. It's got a juicier texture, a little bit more ripe, a bit more velvety, and that gives it just a little bit more of a different dynamic from your classic Provence rosé. There's also just a hint of butterscotch on here, which you can tell with the slight yellow hue, and then you've got these little leafy characters for the blossom notes as well. Now, a real passion project was this St Laurent from Austria, and here you have loads of juicy character flavours, but it's a very playful wine. So you've got packs of colour on here, almost like a carnival. You've got little bits of autumn bramble, some blackberry, some juicy plum, a little bit of leaf, some mint, things like that, to really bring out that very fresh, vibrant, almost slightly funky style of St Laurent that gives it another dimension to your classic Pinot Noir style. But if you like a light red, even lightly chilled, hopefully you're getting the vibe of something very interesting with that label. And finally, a very strong customer favourite, our Old Vine Garnacha with this dark red, deep colour, lots of strawberries, lots of cherry, morello cherry even, with this richness of oak coming through, a little bit of vanilla, some chocolate, but that's a very nice bold red wine, and we've shown that in this very deep, very bright red colour on the label. Cheers.